Please could you walk us through your career background today, including your successes founding a number of businesses?
So my background is largely centered through the digital media and live events and online event space. That's where I come from. So initially back in 2010, I set up a digital media agency. So we did a lot of website build and design, both front end and back end, connecting a lot of e-commerce and m-commerce, again, design, build and implementation and deployment. And then alongside that, I was always interested in events. I played a lot of sport as a kid, so I was always interested in going to sports matches. And off the back of that, I built a live event production company focusing on production design, on operational planning for events, building the actual things and de-rigging them. And then I used the digital media company, the agency that I built alongside that, to help promote those events and market those events to sell tickets effectively. I ended up building an online marketplace, the first of its kind globally, called buildmystand.com. It's since changed hands and changed names, but if you go to my LinkedIn page, you can find out a little bit more about that. I learned a lot while building that marketplace alongside the agency that I was running at the time and the live events group that we were running in tandem. So these three companies, they amplified one another, they worked as one, and we kind of had a package, a one-stop shop to promote events while building a kind of a digital space to interact with the attendees, while also giving a price comparison space for customers to ensure that they are finding, the best outputs at the best price. In 2019, COVID arrived, unfortunately, and I lost my live events company. The digital agency was beginning to take a back seat as I was focusing on the marketplace. But yeah, it's been a fascinating ride, a fascinating journey. And I've learned so much that I'm now beginning to apply to other walks of life, including my role here at PULSAR HELIUM.
What challenges did you face early in your career and how did you overcome them?
Most of the challenges come, I think, at least when starting up a new company or a business idea, a venture of sorts. Most of those challenges, in my experience, come from having an idea that has uptake, that people want to engage with, especially if it's a B2C idea. So if it's a business to consumer idea, you really need to ensure you're getting the throughput of engagement. You really need to ensure that you're getting enough customers through. The footfall needs to be high enough. And if it is a B2C company or platform you're considering, then there's a lot of work involved in marketing, in building awareness, in outreach, in community build. Whereas if it's a B2B business, it's a little bit easier. I've often found in the past, especially if you can put people on a subscription or a retainer of some description to take out the legwork, and also if it's replicable, so you can replicate the services. It's not something that's bespoke and unique the whole time over, right? It's just replicable. So I guess I learned the hard way. The challenges were coming up with an idea that was replicable, that was needed, that people were willing to part with their hard-earned cash for, while also kind of trying to raise enough money to launch it, to test it, and eventually to scale it. So my advice is, whatever the idea, make sure it's necessary, make sure it's needed, try and ensure your idea differentiates sufficiently enough that you stand out and get recognized. Plus, it's always good to raise some money and to share some ownership, because it takes the pressure off and you can expedite your journey and hopefully realize profit more quickly.
What would you say are the key strengths that you bring to the PULSAR team?
I would say many of the skills that I've acquired over the years are wholly transferable through into the oil and gas space when it comes to outreach, to community building, to marketing, to PR, to looking at how we might come up with ideas to build out the retail base, etc. There are many transferable skills and unique skills I think I bring into the team. I'm not traditionally from the oil and gas and the mining world. I'm from, as you've heard, quite a different part of the professional sphere. I do think that I bring a fairly unique set of skills that are directly applicable and transferable through into primary helium, and I hope that I've brought so far some quite interesting ideas to the table that we've executed against and have realized some success from. The PULSAR Ignite scheme, the PULSAR Scholars scheme, the PULSAR box set scheme, which this is one of these episodes, right? So we've also got some new stuff coming out inside the next week or two, which I think you guys will enjoy. The readership should enjoy. Now, looking forward to bringing some more things to the table, in the coming weeks, which I'm sure you'll see online very soon.